Now, because of our tax cuts, you can keep more of your hard-earned money. Larry Kudlow is very happy about that, sitting in the front row. Have a lot more money to spend. And we didn't get one Democratic vote. That's tough.
Trump selling the benefits of tax cuts and setting up the issue for the November midterm elections. Here now is someone who will be running not for congressperson, but for governor of the state of Tennessee. Representative Diane Black, a member of the tax writing House Ways and Means Committee. She attended Trump's tax speech earlier today. And as I say, she's also running for governor of Tennessee. So you're going to be running in November, but not as a member of Congress. I don't sense, let me put it that way, the same kind of enthusiasm among those who are running for re-election in Congress about tax cuts as the president has. Am I wrong?
I think you are wrong, and I can only speak from what I talk to my colleagues about when I ask them, are you hearing something good back in your district? And they talk about these very heartwarming stories that we heard on the stage today.
Yeah.
I hear these all over my district. The one that really was so compelling is a young lady who started out as a dishwasher at a pizza place. She ended up buying it, and because of the tax cuts, she is now able to buy a second store. These are stories that I hear over and over again in the great state of Tennessee, and I'm just so delighted to know that what we thought was going to happen has really actually started happening.
Well, Congressman, I do not doubt for a moment that what you're saying is right. I believe that people all over the country are recognizing and realizing the benefits from these tax cuts, either very personally or they look at all the jobs opening up around the country. But what concerns me is that not enough people are touting those benefits. I think of Rick Saccone in that special election in Pennsylvania. The last 3 weeks, he essentially walked away from the tax cuts as an issue to campaign on.
Well, he needed to do that because there are so many stories out there, and you just need to pick up some of those stories and retell them. Yeah. I'm encouraging people all over Tennessee to tell their stories, and I'm hearing them everywhere I go. And, you know, I will tell you that we worked on that tax reform. We actually call it tax cuts because that's what it did.
Yeah.
For 7 years. For 7 years we worked on that. People don't realize that. And there was a little fear in my gut as to, wow, is this really going to do the things that we said, even though we knew it happened during the time of JFK and Reagan, and we did see the economy move along. But to actually hear it is really just makes me feel good about the 7 years of hard work.
So just to put a fine point on it, you think that in the coming elections, all the ads that we see from Republicans are going to tout tax cuts as a huge benefit to the American people? They're going to rest their case on the effects of the tax cuts.
I think even better than that, they ought to have the people tell their own story. Be in the ad. Let them say thank you to the congressman that voted for it, because you didn't have any Democrats that voted for it. So they need to be in an ad and let the real people that are affected tell the story. That's even better than you telling the story.
Finally, you know, we had somebody on from the Hoover Institution earlier, and I'm sure you know that great institution. They're very smart people.
Yes.
He's an economist, and yet he couldn't wrap his head around the new tax code for doing his own taxes. They're due in just a week. The simplification never got through as part of this tax cut package. We still have as many brackets as we did before. Is that what part 2 is going to be about?
Well, it is going to be about looking at simplification. It is also going to be looking at the permanency, as you know, and has been talked about, that the permanency was not there for the individuals, and we want to get to that because that's important to give stability, so people will know that they can depend upon that. There are still some things to do, and we shouldn't wait 30 years until we go back to take a look at the tax code and figure out how we can make it right for the American people.
Diane Black, thank you so much for being here again. Good to see you.